thank you to each and every one of you guys who are listening and watching this video. My name is Rafael Chain, and today we're gonna be talking about such important topics. For example, what is literature? What is this useful for? And knowing a little bit about the history. So I know you will learn a lot. Don't move on and stay there.
Alright, my name is Elisa Rodriguez, and in this video as well, we're gonna explore his main characteristics, his genders, and the different types that exists in order to understand better his importance and diversity. So let's go.
So now let's start by saying what is literature. Literature, it is an artist expression form that can be used in a language to express feeling, emotion, or any expression. It is not only the use of words, but the language itself. Alright, so it can be in written or spoken language, and that is where the journey begins.
Alright, so as we already know what is literature, let's talk about their types. Regarding the type of literatures, first we have children's literature, which is aimed at kids and is characterized by using simple language, easy to understand descriptions, and often illustrations. Then we have non-fiction literature, which is still like real stories, such as like autobiographies and things like that. Next, we have fantasy literature, which is completely based on imagination with real characters in events like Harry Potter books. Yeah, like that. And finally, we have fiction literature, which is mixes with real and imaginary elements, such as stories about like a paranormal events. So as we can see, each type of literature has different purpose and audience. Yeah.
Moving on, let's discover a little bit about literature history. Literature began with oral traditions, meaning that people were trying to find a way of expressing things. So that's why I said earlier that literature, it is a way of expression. It is not only the use of words. So going back to the point, each with the evolution of each age, um, literature was evolving because we were trying to shape the way we were saying things, right? So, with that great job that they did in the past, we are still helping, it is still helping us to find a better way day to day for us to be understood or to say things. And that is still happening in today's days. So let's continue with the next
All
one.
right, so let's move on into the characteristic of literature. Literature is very old. It means with traces dating back around 2000 years back, like the Epic of Gilgamesh. Yeah, it comes from the creativity of the actor who can tell real events or can invent imaginative stories. Another thing is that I would like to add is that basically literature is divided in three main genders. The first one is lyrical, the second one is epic of narrative, and the third one is dramatic. Is language as well, is poetic and aesthetic, and sometimes they use it means often they use figures like metaphors, simile, oxymoron, and things like that. Works are also organized into literary movement based on the style, theme, period, and literary theory studies and analyze these works.
I'm back again because I know you have a question that is, what is literature useful for? Let me tell you in a few words. Literature, it is a way of understanding cultures, expressing our creativity, and more important thing, it is a reflection of ourselves, right? Through literature, you can use everything. And just to tell you that literature, it is not only an art, it is a tool for life that connect us with the world.
All right, so let's talk about special language. Literature use language that stands out for his poetic function. It means this language aims to attract attention to himself and can create sense of estranglement of the automatization. For example, Dickens like mixes financial vocabulary with weather description in the Bleak House, like creating an unusual effect. Even non-literary texts can contain poetic pictures, but we usually do not interpret it then as such as like a duet to the context in which they can appear.
Before finalizing this video, it is important to have a review of what we just discussed, right? So remember that literature it is an art of expression that has been shaped by the evolution or changes of the time. And last but not least, that this is useful to express our creativity, just to understand cultures, and to use our imagination and go beyond.